Hello and welcome back to our monthly roundup show as part of our Inside Imps series. In this episode we'll be taking a look at April as well as the beginning of May, so let's kick things off with the goal of the month. There was only ever going to be one winner, wasn't there? Congratulations, lass. Earlier in the month, we also marked our annual Junior Takeover Day. Let's take a look at how they got on.
He's a better groundsman than me, apparently. You've got a great lawn, haven't you, Noah?
Yeah, those people say I've got the best one in Lincoln.
Best one in Lincoln, there we go.
The Imps have been recognised as one of the best 3 clubs in the EFL for fan engagement after being shortlisted for the EFL Awards. Let's take a look at some of the great work the club have been doing.
It makes it because you begin to feel part of the Lincoln City Football Club family. You're not just somebody who turns up and pays the money. You feel part and parcel of the team that are here. It's lovely. It's become a real family ritual to come.
The Fan Village has been one of the greatest successes of the football club, certainly since we returned to the Football League in 2017. You know, it came out of consultation with the fan groups, asking for more opportunities to engage and be part of the match day, but equally from a club point of view it's helped grow revenue and has trebled over our time since we've been at the football club. And this fundamentally is creating a space that the fans believe, you know, have ownership over, gives them a range of catering facilities that they ask for and would like as part of their match day, but the whole environment and the match day really starts to build up from 2.5 hours before kick-off, really extends that match day and creates a focal point and a place where fans, home and away, can come and start their match day experience. Poacher's Den is, and again, another real success story that's come out of working with the fans and providing, what they ask for. There's no doubt that we have our challenges within the stadium. It's an ageing property. Having the luxury of working at a modern stadium before coming to Lincoln and now working at the LNER Stadium for a number of years, it presents its own challenges. But we've worked really hard with the fans, with our foundation, in order to create that safe space, that warm space for families, young and old, to come and experience and be part of. And again, provide them a bespoke offering for their match days. You know, interacting with the players, breaking down those barriers between the white line of the pitch and the stands, I think is really important. I think one of the things that we try and do at this football club is remove those barriers. So, you know, of course we have to have the safety element, but outside of that, really bringing the players closer to the fans in all the interactions, you know, prior to match day, during the match days, and then following it.
We've previously run a campaign called Imps Match Day Welcome, and that was about trying to reach those underrepresented groups around the city to try and make them aware that our football club is a really welcoming place and that there's no need to be worried, or to try and help understand some of the barriers which prevent people from coming. Cost is a huge one, but we managed that with the help of the club and some fundraising on our part to buy some tickets, which then meant that we could offer a free match day experience for those communities. So we had groups from the East Timor community, the Ukraine and Polish community, and just giving them an opportunity to enjoy a live football experience. We work with the foundation on those people that are dealing with loneliness. So we looked at a huge kind of scope of diversity and inclusion to try and get people into the game and say, you know, this is a welcoming club.
When James was younger, he was not as trustworthy as he is now. And it was lovely to know that there were other people looking out for him and not just me.
Yeah.
And it's just been, it makes my day. I'm able to enjoy myself. I'm not just chasing after this young man. And now he's older, he's trusted to go wherever he feels around the ground on match days. And it's lovely because you just have that comfortable feeling that you know he's safe. Because there are people that know him and they're keeping half an eye on him for me.
Yeah.
There's not a lot we do together as a three. But coming here, every home game, and the odd away game as well.
Both the men's and the women's sides ended the campaign with the annual end of season awards. Let's take a look at what some of the winners had to say after they picked up their trophies.
Ashing, Academy Player of the Year, how do you feel about it?
Buzzing. It's obviously a great achievement for me, and I'm really grateful to the coaching staff and obviously the manager for everything we've done for me this season.
Tony, top goal scorer for Lincoln City Women's season, how does that feel?
Amazing. Yeah, it's not been the season we hoped for, but to come out with Golden Boot, yeah, I'm thrilled, and obviously it's nice to have the award, but I couldn't do it without the rest of the girls on the pitch. So yeah.
Bit of a challenging season you mentioned there, but a strong finish. Is that foundations to look ahead?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I say, it's not the season we hoped for, but we finished on a high, and we've got the foundations to build on, ready for next season. We're ready.
First season as part of Lincoln City Football Club as a whole. Thinking back to getting more than 1,000 people down for a game. Is that kind of giving excitement for what women's football could do at Lincoln City?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, women's football is growing, and it's great to be involved in a club like Lincoln City. And yeah, we're excited for the future and what that may hold for us.
As a club, we've seen some young players come through. Some young players, like Maddie there on your table. Yeah. What lies ahead for those?
Yeah, I mean it's fantastic that we've got a club like this in Lincoln for girls to aspire to and be involved in a club like this. So yeah, it's exciting for women and girls in Lincolnshire.
How's it top goal scorer at Lincoln City? How does that feel?
Yeah, I mean at the start of the season I don't think many people would have said that, nor myself. So to actually do it is quite a nice feeling.
Your first full season in League One, it was a big step up. Can you believe that now you're top goal scorer at League One football club?
No, not quite. It's quite surreal. I still forget that I was playing at Eastleigh in that level. I feel comfortable now. I think that it's been tough, especially at the start of the season. I remember we were at Cambridge, had a shocker, and I thought, oh God, what's gonna come of this? But no, I've stuck at it. I'm glad, and yeah, I'm just delighted to end the season on a high.
So you set a standard now. Is that something to achieve again next year?
I think that I ask a lot of myself, and I think that there's more to come. I think that I know I've got more. I know I can improve on things, and I will. It's just about putting the effort in and actually getting it done.
Goal of the season. Let's talk us through that goal.
Yeah, it was
it's quite funny because, as I said before, Regan was shouting my name. I was actually turned back to the goalkeeper, and he was shouting, "Lass, turn around!" And as soon as I turned around, the ball just came to me, and a bit lucky with the touch, and it went in. Quite lucky.
That was one of the few goals you scored in that new right wing back role. Was that something you've enjoyed adding to your game?
Yeah, no, of course. Like I've always said, that I probably need to score a few more goals, and so I've been having reasons to score a few more goals, getting a bit more in the box and all that stuff, because that's normally where you tend to score from. So yeah, no, I've been enjoying it.
It's been a really strong finish to the season for you. How have you enjoyed that kind of change of position and just that bit of freedom?
Yeah, no, it's obviously been different because it's been a different position, but it doesn't really matter where I play. I'm always trying to do as well as I can, and yeah, so that's sort of what it's been. But no, it's been enjoyable. Yes.
That strong finish to the season, how much that just put a massive smile on your face going into the summer and looking ahead to next season?
No, of course, like we were very happy obviously to win today, and even sort of how we finished the last month and a half or whatever. And it just, it's a good way to finish the season off. We go home, be happy and ready to go for next season.
Chris, Special Achievement Award here for young students. So how are you feeling right now?
Very shocked, to be honest, because I'm not really sure I deserve this, to be honest, just drawing a few cartoons every match, but no, it's very, I'm touched, I'm very honoured.
You say you don't feel you deserve it, but you've raised thousands of pounds for the club and for the foundation. What's your motivation behind doing that?
Just keeping myself entertained, to be honest, and just hopefully putting a smile on a few people's faces and, doing something for a good cause.
And that good cause, so you donated there's money at spot kit for the DS Active team, lots of good causes. That must make it a bit more fulfilling as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that DS Active team, seeing them opening their kit, it was very rewarding, and I hope I could share it with everybody. But it was, it was a good honour, and I'm just very thankful for all the people that donate to everything I do, and hope that I can keep it going for a few more years. Yeah.
How did Imps come about?
I don't know. So many people have asked me this, and I'm not really sure of the answer, to be honest. But I think it might have been lockdown, and just trying to keep putting a smile on people's faces and keeping people's spirits up. And yeah, I'm hoping I can carry on doing that really, and keep putting smiles on people's faces. So good.
And it's been a massive help to us this season with the programme. Collectible covers. You put through my DV request for
yes, I have leaked.
And different players, Chris. But what pride do you take in seeing your pictures there in front of the official match day?
I mean, can there be any greater honour than putting your own drawings on the front of a programme for Lincoln City? It's been brilliant this season, and I hope I can keep it going. And I'm a bit shocked, to be honest, Luke. It's been brilliant this season. It's been fantastic to share my drawings with so many more thousands of people because of the programme, so thank you.
Ben, players playing this season as voted by your teammates. How does that feel?
Yeah, surreal again. Delighted. The whole team's been great. I think there's a number of players that could have won it, so I feel privileged to be amongst the team and to be voted.
You mentioned there's a few players that stood out as really strong candidates, so to come out and as top of such a strong group, that just feels a bit more special.
Yeah, I voted for Paudie. I thought that he's been my player this season for how consistent he's been. As you saw, Jacko was nominated, but again, I think there could have been a number of players that have stood out this season. Regan, Paul, Carl, to add to the names. So delighted, and
this is just another sign that you now are established quality League One striker.
I hope so. I'm just trying to improve every game and learn my trade at this level. I think with the coaching staff at this club and the players and the fans, I think I'm going to be able to do that.
Shannon, 2 trophies for you tonight. Were you expecting that?
Definitely not, no. Like I said, it's been a difficult season for us all. We've all really had to pull together. Like I said, it means a lot to be voted for both of those awards.
Being voted by your teammates as well, so all the people that you've got blood, sweat and tears alongside have voted you the best player this season. Let's make it a bit more special. Definitely,
it really means a lot. Like I said, to have the support of them, through the tough times on the pitch, and that's what really matters. So it's really, really special to win that. You mentioned it's been a tough season, probably a transitional season, it's fair to say, but really strong finish to the campaign.
How positive do you feel going into the summer and next season?
Definitely a lot more positive considering how we started the season. Again, we've all really had to pull together, but yeah, to have that strong finish, it really gives us a positive outlook for going forwards for next season.
And there's quite a few younger players coming through. We've seen people like Maddie come through and make a mark this season. How encouraging is that for the future of Big City Women's Football?
It definitely looks bright, and even in training, we've had a lot of the under-23s train with us as well. So yeah, it certainly looks really, really positive for the future of Lincoln women.
Paulie, player of the season at Lincoln City, could you have imagined that when you joined us last summer?
Probably not, no, I won't lie. I suppose for me it was just about getting my feet under the table and performing as well as I can. Obviously I was brought in to do a job, I suppose kind of help the lads defensively and keep as many clean sheets as we can. I think we've obviously achieved that over the course of the season, so yeah, to be recognised tonight is obviously a nice touch, but yeah, hopefully something to build on for next year.
Is it something really to build on for next campaign as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously for me it was about coming in and probably establishing myself kind of amongst the squad. Obviously we have a lot of good players here, especially centre halves when I come through the door. There was a lot of competition for places, so first and foremost it was about kind of getting myself in the team sheet and keeping myself in there, which I've obviously done over the majority of the season. So in terms of next year, yeah, as you said, it was, I suppose, kind of building on that, keep myself in the team, and hopefully we can, with a few new additions in the summer, kind of push on next year.
Having played at League 2 last season, where you got quite a few trophies as well at Bradford, and coming to League 1, do you now feel settled and established at League 1 level?
Yeah, I suppose you probably could say that. For me it was probably kind of more about testing myself against the better quality players in League 1 over the course of the season. Obviously I had quite a few years at Bradford in League 2 and felt that I'd probably done enough to deserve a kind of a shot at League 1 and have a go again and stepping up kind of in the level. So I think, as I said, it probably took me a few weeks to get up to the pace, but I think since then it's gone quite well, and as I said, it's kind of coincided with the team performing well, which is obviously a massive positive for the club. So as you said, yeah, hopefully kind of build on that next year and going forward.
It's been a strong finish to the season, top half finish, second highest finish in the past 40 years.
Yeah.
And must be a lot of positivity around the squad going into next season.
Yeah, definitely. I think I suppose once the turn of the year come, we weren't in a terrible position, but probably maybe on a certain kind of number of results we probably weren't as positive as we would have liked. But I think within the squad we knew that turning a few of them draws into wins, it could have been a lot better. So we kind of made a big push on that from kind of, I suppose, late January, February onwards. I remember Cambridge at home, kind of late January time being probably a turning mark in terms of, I think we sat down as a group and just probably thought we need to be a bit more aggressive, and especially kind of into the final third of games. And I think with the results since then, it's been quite positive and we've picked up a lot of points.
Thank you for watching the Roundup show throughout this season. Stay tuned as we'll be back before the 2023-24 season during pre-season. We'll see you then.